Okay, so things like the Astral Shore and the Grand Trials. I think it's called Grand Trials. I'll have to figure out the name. You can autoplay. You got this AI mode where you can play with other people, right? So I'm player 1 over here, and then there's player 2 and player 3. And so it's really cool that you can farm with people and actually saves you energy. Now, what happens if you run out of energy, or you hit this brick wall and you can't level up anymore? What do? Well, that's what this video is going to be all about. How do you level up and get your team and your characters stronger? There is a bunch of different ways to level up your characters, okay? So, you can definitely use some energy to auto farm these other things in the game, not just the Astral Shore. The Astral Shore is going to be a great way to earn some low-level gems until you get further in the game, and also get things to upgrade your equipment, okay? So you're going to need to, and then these things here, these are for the, let's go back out here. This is Grand Archives. So the Grand Archives here, this is, if you've ever played Marvel Strike Force, this is kind of like your Stark Tech. You get to build up perks for your mages, your rangers, your priests, and then every other day it goes the other 3 archers. Wait, no, the rangers here, sorry. The warriors, the assassins, and the guardians, right? And so based upon the characters that you've unlocked, you're going to want to build different talent trees. Okay, so now where do you even go to those? So in the manual, there's 3 different things here, and perks. This is what I'm talking about. So the perks here, now you see I've been farming mage, and I farmed some guardians the other day. This is applied to all of your guardians, right? So it gives you bonuses to everything. So it makes sense for the characters that you have, or the stronger characters that you have, that you invest in these. And so you can go and farm these things. Okay, that one's now max ability, 5 out of 5, right? And I'm not too sure on the talent tree. I think this one says Guardian perk level 3 reached. Looks like I'm only level 2 based upon how many things. So you don't have to complete the first tree in order to unlock the second tree. But see, now the second tree is unlocked, and I can start progressing towards this. Now you can select these different perks depending on each character. So these perks are leveled up. I'm going to just try and max everything because I don't really have enough into the level 2 proficiency yet. But this is going to boost all of your guardians' stats. Similarly here, let's go ahead and just level this stuff up here. Boom, boom, boom. So there's multiple ways to build up your characters. So don't think that it's just like, oh, I got to put more levels on my character. So there's multiple ways. Also, the pacts, you would be surprised. So I don't think I have these 2 green characters are my best characters. They're my best SSRs. So I'm going to buy these 2 shards every day for these 2 characters. And the higher you get their affinity, the more you can unlock. And this actually increases all your stats. Sync stats, all stats plus, right? But getting to level 20 affinity for any one character is going to be insanely difficult, because as you gift them, these things disappear really quick. I had some SSR ones that I used to get Lucifer and Valkyrie. I wish there was a way I could toggle between the 2 there, but I have to go back and come back in. It is what it is. As you level these up, there's some Phantom of the Opera resources. Now, unfortunately, you can't blitz this unless you buy the Proof of Valor, but it's still the same amount of energy. You just have to autoplay it in order to farm these. And so building up the affinity also builds up the character's strength as you level up those little perks. The things. Now, the perks here that we were talking about, if you go into your actual heroes, and we'll look at the mage here, and you go to perks, you can actually, depending on which tree you've unlocked, right? And these have different stats. This one gives you a boost of the 1440, and this one gives you the 1220, because this is on the second tree. So each tree gives you different things, I believe, here, and then it also is blocked behind your awaken. And so it's very important also that your characters that you're going to be using, you're awakening your characters. How do you awaken characters? Where they're also locked behind levels, but then you have to go and farm these from the hard modes. Okay, why is it not refreshing my stamina? There we go. And I definitely recommend blitzing as much as possible, because look, you see this little total experience is going up by 10 every time. So every energy you spend is an experience point, and that's going to get you to be stronger faster. So it's very important that you pay attention to all these things. Now, gear, you always want to level up your gear as best as possible. Once you get to 3-star, this is where I'm kind of stuck, because finding these things, I got to go to the Astral Shore. I've got to do the Astral Shore here, and I've got to play these harder modes. I'm not quite at the difficulty level 40 yet. We can try it though. So this has just been a quick overview of how you can continue to level up your characters. Maybe there's a couple spots you didn't realize. Actually, before we go back into this, because I'm going to need to do that, make sure you get your slime trove and your grand cook-off completed every day. I am going to need to push my characters to level 40 here, so let's go ahead and do my best ones here. I just hit 41, so. And then artifacts is a whole video in and of itself. You want to try and get as many of these SSR ones as possible. Pay attention to the set effect and the secondary stats. Wow, these things are deep. That's right. So you know what? You got to upgrade these too. Go ahead and sacrifice some of your lower ones, upgrade them, and increases your stats here. There's multiple ways to increase your stats. I think that the artifacts is going to be the most powerful way to increase your stats, but you know, good luck getting all the right artifacts. Okay, there was 2 more things I forgot to mention. My baby had a poopy diaper, so I had to just cut it off and go change the diaper a moment ago. When you're inside, what shop is this? The Traveling Merchant. Okay, so when I did my video about the Arcane Trial, we saw the Traveling Merchant and we're like, no, right? But if you see an SSR gem here, I suggest you pick it up. It's going to cost you diamonds, but it's going to be worth it, because those things are going to be the strongest way for you to build up. The Midsummer Night dream here, this is a good thing if you can start clearing these. It looks like you're only allowed to clear it 3 times. I don't know, until you get trophies. Haven't really bothered to look into this, but this is going to help get your affinity up and get your Alice up. And Alice is one of the greatest SRs because she just batteries your team. Okay, and then last but not least, the best use of your gems is to buy stamina. Oh my god, what happened? I just clicked on too many things. I can't stress this enough, because if you're getting stuck, right, you're going to increase your account level by spending stamina. Therefore, spending your starstones on stamina is going to help you level up faster. So I definitely think that it's worth doing more than just the 2 that the daily quests tell you, right? So they say, where is it? Right here. Buy stamina 2 times. You basically, because this is 40, you get those first 2 times for free. So you might as well spend another stamina buy at least once, for the 60. And I even think doing the 100, because as you're early on, you're going to get a bunch of starstones. What can you spend those starstones on? Well, you can either spend it on stamina and help your account level up faster, or you can go ahead and blow it all on summons, right? Because if you can't do it on the banner summons. You can only do these regular summons. I don't know how many it costs, but I think it's like 800 or something. I don't know. I want to say it's around 800 or 1,000, because it's 88 for the ticket itself in the shop, right? So if we go here and we look at, where is it? Right here. Oh, that one's 1,100 honor. So here, this is probably the best use of your fame. I'm not too sure about how good the rest of this is. If you do get short on gold, maybe this is where you're going to need to buy some gold. But you can farm the other stuff pretty easily. And so with your weekly limit, I'm going to go ahead and buy these, right? May as well. As for honor, I'm saving my honor until I get for these SSR gem packs every time. The random trinket pack might be okay, but the SSR trinket pack for sure, because in the gear pack you can't buy trinkets. Now I think it's good to buy weapons, armor, and helmets from here, I definitely do. But you know, these things are really rare. I've been buying dwarven hammers for upgrading with this other stuff. I mean, I don't think there's any point in buying SR weapons, armor, or helmets. And so maybe you'll want to end up buying gold here too, once you get enough equipment up where you don't need the hammers anymore. But you definitely want to buy your gear here. And from the memory as well, the SSR trinket pack I think is important. I didn't realize that the trinket pack cost different, or that the trinkets were rare initially, so that's why this monthly limit for armor pack was down. I really regret that, because the memory you don't get too often, I'll tell you that much. This is basically just from growing your account, right? You go to manual here and you get memory from owning the rarity. You get the rarity up, so memory is a one-time earn, so it's very important that your memory is spent wisely. And I think that if you spend it all on the trinkets, because the trinkets are the rarest and obviously they're more expensive. And why do I say that the trinkets are rarest? Well, because like if I go to my gear for some of these other characters, like I don't even have, well, this one's got a trinket, but like there's a lot of characters, I've sacrificed a lot of gear, but the trinkets are the ones that come by less frequently. So I think it's important for the to spend the gears on the trinkets. So that's been a couple other tips, what to buy in the shop. The mystery shop, I don't know if there's really anything worth buying in here. Save your gold for leveling up your characters and stuff. SSR trinket pack I think is worth it. It's just going to take monthly limit. You should get more than 10,000 a month, and then use the rest on the SSR gem pack, which is a weekly limit, which I think is very important. Random trinket pack, if you want to gamble, go ahead. I'm not a gambler. And then I think for the fame shop, Destiny Tarot gear, like I said, try and when you dismantle gear, the higher level your gear, you'll get some of these things, and then you can buy those. I think you also get this from another game mode that's one of those rotating ones, right? So there's the challenges, the timed challenges. One of these, I don't know if it's a joint strike or if it's the universal arena or something. There's some other, maybe it's PvP, world arena. Here, just do your 3 times a day. I don't know, if you want to keep playing this is fun. This is arena that is real time, so you get to use your moves against them. It's not this auto battle like the other PvP. And basically, just there's no cost to it. So when you run out of energy and you run out of things to do, you can always go and play World Arena. So anyways, that's the last couple of tips that I had that I wanted to share with you. Spend your starstones on stamina. It's going to be the best use of your starstones. And also spend your starstones at the traveling merchant on SSR gems, because those SSR gems, you're going to need 5 per character, and you're going to want to level those up, and you're going to want to make sure that you end up getting the right sets with the right substats. Like the depth on that part of the game is going to be huge. And if you're already lost, I'm talking about the artifacts. These gems, these artifacts are the most important part of your game in the long run, because you can take these off and put them on other characters, right? Same with the equipment, but this is going to have much more dynamic effect. So anyways, that's it. Game smarter. Take care.